Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, MBC Lifestyles Diary. My name is Marie, I live in New York, and I love fashion, travel, and cultural events, and I'm asking you to join me on the adventure.
Hey friends, here I am on my way to Minneapolis to see Purple Rain. I am so excited. I am so pumped that I'm going to see this show. The show is heading to Broadway, but they are doing previews in Minneapolis, the hometown of Prince. So I've never been to the middle of the country. I'm your typical New Yorker. I've gone from New York, East Coast, to California, West Coast. But a lot of things in the middle of the country I fly by. I think I've been, yes, of course I've been to Arizona. And now I'm going to Minneapolis, the hometown of the legend. The cast for this musical is Chris Collins, who plays the kid, and that was the starring role for Prince in Purple Rain. Chris Collins is a fantastic musician, and he reminds me of Prince. While I was watching the production, I forgot I was watching an actor. Well, he's not an actor, he's a true musician, but he just embodied Prince for me. Then the next actress is Rachel Webb as Apollonia. She does a stunning job. She's a threat on that stage. It was a pleasure to watch her. And then of course there's Jared Houghton as Morris Day. Now in Purple Rain, the time stole the show, and I'm thinking that Mr. Houghton has done the same here in Purple Rain. I had such a great time. I was so impressed by the show, the selection of music, how it was played and moved the story along. I'm impressed with Brandon Jacob Jenkins, and of course I'm impressed with Lileana Blain-Cruz and just their immense amount of talent in bringing this show about. So when I first heard that they were doing an adaptation of Purple Rain for the stage, I was like, why? I know the music is great. I know it's a cult classic. But, you know, I was actually there when the movie premiered. I actually stood online to see this. And the beauty of Purple Rain is that it starred a black cast, which was a rarity. So, and the other thing was the music. But as far as the story of Purple Rain and as far as the acting in Purple Rain, I don't know, people were just blinded by their love of the music of Prince. And before I went to see this play, I tried to watch Purple Rain, the movie. And honestly, I had to speed it up to my favorite parts, which was the music part. Like, you know, Prince doing Purple Rain, When Doves Fly, Morris Day, and, you know, even Apollonia's pieces. And then to think that they were like 19 and 20 years old when they were performing this story, just the creativity of it. But the driving force was the Prince fans. And this time, going to the theater to see it, and the ironic thing is that Brandon and Lileana were born in 1984 when this music was released, is interesting to me. I mean, their generation would know Purple Rain and Prince from their parents. So here they are, the young ones, reflecting it back to us. And I'm going to talk about the reviews that the movie got. This is a review of the movie from the New York Times in 1984. Purple Rain, which introduces Prince, the rising young rock performer, to theatrical films, is probably the flashiest album cover ever to be released as a movie. However, like many album covers, Purple Rain, though sometimes arresting to look at, is a cardboard come-on to the record it contains. Prince's soundtrack recording has already become one of the summer's big sellers, while the almost confessional single When Doves Cry is at the top of the charts. The movie, which opens today at the Criterion and other theaters, may also become a hit, but it's of a different caliber entirely. Here is a narrative film with music, shot and edited in the jazzily manic staccato style favored by every rock documentary since Woodstock, at the center of which there is a small, slight, somewhat nervous figure of Prince himself. When performing on stage, as he is in much of the film, whether photographed frontally, in profile, or silhouetted against a man-made aura borealis, he can be a riveting spectacle. Off the stage, his screen presence is a pale reflection of the dynamic recording personality. The offstage stuff is utter nonsense. Mr. Magnoli, whose first theatrical film this is, has seen to it that the movie is so efficiently edited that the story ends sometime before the movie does. So basically the movie got panned by the critics, but you know what? That didn't stop the fans from making it a cult classic. Why am I bringing this up? Because I think that in memory, we've edited all the bad parts of Purple Rain and we just really still focus on the music. So for people to come up now and try to make a stage presentation based on the same story is very challenging, because now people are going to want to see exactly how they remember the movie. So what am I recommending? Go see the movie and then go see the stage play, because then you will truly appreciate what Brandon and Lileana have done in this musical. And when I went to see the movie in the theater, I was kind of like, oh my God, what is this? And the only time I found joy when music was playing. But as I was watching the stage musical, I was engaged. I was impressed. The punchlines were landing. The message was there. And so much so that the woman next to me goes, oh my God, this is better than the movie. And I had to agree with her. So not only did you have a better story, wonderful staging, but you had the greatness of Prince's music being played. And the other thing that I enjoyed is that there were additional Prince songs added, which moved the story along. But the one piece that I really enjoyed, which was in the original film, is when Chris Collins, aka Prince, aka the Kid, sings I Want You. And I found myself bursting out going, yes, I want you. I can't describe it. It was so good. And the true fans were overjoyed. There was a woman behind me that couldn't contain herself in her seat. And she was just like, oh, we jumped up together when Mars Day started performing that bird song, oh wee, oh wee, oh. I mean, people came in rock and roll style, in purple, in Prince shirts. You could see the people that truly love this artist. Here I am. Greetings, Spike Lee and his beautiful wife.
Prince, okay, we've been working hard. We've been making changes all the way up until the last minute. But you know what the newest element is? You, that's right. Give yourselves a round of applause. Okay, now friends, would you like to participate in a rehearsal ritual with us? Fantastic. Now, I can't lift my arms in this jacket, but you can, potentially. You're going to lift both hands above your head into your heart, and I'm going to guide us through 3 breaths, okay? Let's take a deep breath in, and exhale out. Take another inhale in, and exhale out. And one last inhale in, and exhale out. Yeah, that was magical, everybody. Thank you for doing that.
So I had the pleasure of meeting Spike Lee, and I later heard that he really appreciated Chris Collins' work because Spike Lee knew Prince. I also had the pleasure of speaking to Esperanza Spalding, who was also a very good friend of Prince and was mentored by him. And she said that she had gratitude that she got to see her friend on stage. She was very impressed with Chris Collins' performance and that he captured the spirit of Prince. I enjoyed the live music. I enjoyed his virtuosity with the guitar, and I was simply amazed that this young man never acted before. He was a musician. So everyone that I met that was a true Prince fan was truly grateful for this production. My niece met a woman who came in from Japan and had seen the play 3 times already. So it was met with the same love and appreciation that the film was met with. And, I'm sorry for the critics that want to see their version of it on stage, even after admitting that to redo this film was a mighty big challenge. Adaptations of famous properties are stuck between equally uncomfortable rocks and hard places. They can stick close to the original and be accused of copying and pasting, or they can take liberties and be accused of betrayal. The exercise is especially perilous when it involves a world-famous, larger-than-life figure like Prince. Once again, I applaud and congratulate the creative team that put this together, and I'd like to read out all the actors that put their heart on stage. As I said, Chris Collins as the kid, Rachel Webb as Apollonia, Bilal Avez as Doc, Leon Anderson Brown as Father, J.C. Calderon as Susan, Lawrence Gillard Jr. as Billy Sparks, Anissa Grego as Jill, Jared Howelton as Morris, Christina Jones as Brenda, Emma Lenderman as Lisa, Gian Perez as Bobby, Kondwani Theory as Mark, Antonio Michael Woodard as Jerome, Grace Yo as Wendy. And I enjoyed all their performances. I was in that world. I give a shout out to the lighting, to the sound, to the costumes. Oh my God, the costumes were to die for. The choreography, the musical arrangement. I mean, everybody did a stellar job. And this was an out-of-town opening so that they could give it as a gift to the people of Minneapolis, but also work out the kinks. And I will say they did work it out. And if you ask the fans, you'll hear the truth. It was wonderful. I can't wait for this production to come to New York. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to like, follow, share, and subscribe.